Hello, today we're going to know how to play Mafia. This game helps to develop listening and speaking in students. For this game you will need paper sheets or cardboard, scissors, and also markers, preferably black. You have to cut your paper sheet into smaller pieces, depending on how many students you have. Let's say you have a group of 13 people in your classroom. On this piece of papers, you have to write the roles that must be assigned to each person. There will be 3 mafia, 1 detective, 1 doctor, 9 citizens, and 1 narrator that can be the teacher. The objective of the game is for the mafia to kill off citizens until they are the majority, or the citizens to kill the entire mafia. When one of those two things happens, the game is over. The roles will be assigned to each person in secret. When everyone has a role, be sure that they are all kept under wraps. Don't tell anyone your identity. Everyone keeps his or her eyes closed until the narrator awakens each role, beginning with the mafia, then the doctor, and then the detective. So the narrator says, "Mafia, wake up. See your fellow members." Then the teacher asks, "Who do you want to kill?" Between them, they choose one person. In silence, they show to the narrator who they have chosen. Then the narrator says, "Okay, Mafia, go to sleep." The narrator awakens all players and someone has been killed. The teacher in this case invents a history about how one player has been killed. Players must just start accusing people out of nowhere. Who is acting shyer than usual? Who is talking a bit too much? Ask straightforward questions about identities. Students have to figure it out who are in the mafia. Then all the group have to choose 2 persons that consider in the mafia. Then the teacher asks everyone to go to sleep. Then the teacher asks to the doctor to wake up and ask, "Who do you want to save?" The doctor chooses one person and then he goes to sleep again. It's the turn of the detective and the teacher asks the question, "Who do you want to know about?" Then the teacher asks that person to wake up and show his identity card. Then both of them go to sleep. Then the narrator asks everyone to wake up. By this time, the narrator says if the doctor has chosen the right person to save. In the case the doctor has saved the right person, that person will continue playing. If not, he won't continue playing. Again, all the group have to choose 2 other persons. Remember that none of them have to show their identity. Now, the detective has the knowledge of the identity of one person. The detective can begin to make alliances with true civilians and or persuade the group to kill the true mafia. While the other players are attempting to figure out who they are, the mafia must lie the entire game and act as though they are civilians. The 2 players chosen have to say why they are not mafia, and the other students should say why they are mafia or why they think they are mafia. After the final decision, that 2 people have to show their identity card and then everyone will know if they are good or bad. Those players won't continue playing, and everything starts again. The teacher can invent another story or continue with the same story. The difference is that the players will have clues about what are the identities of the other players. Maybe this game might sound like a difficult one, but it is really entertainment for the students, and it's also funny, and students really pay attention to the others. The skills that this game will help to develop to students are listening and speaking. In this case, listening is because the students listen to other opinion and answer them. Speaking because have to say their opinion with confidence to get into the mood of the game, as well as practice their vocabulary for predictions and also to give their opinion. For example, might not, can't, I think, I don't think, I agree, I disagree, I consider, also would, wouldn't, and words like maybe, because, etc. The advantages of this game is that the players have to act with confidence, try to speak clear. It is necessary to say that this game is for advanced levels, and the game will take approximately 20 to 30 minutes. As you can notice, you don't need a lot of materials, but as teacher, you have to know the rules of the game.